Shalom, Kal Halal, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Kwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word in truth and in sincerity. I'm the brother Yeshua. I'm back with another lesson and video. All right, and it's going to be real quick about this famine that is upon us. Not the famine of the word, but this one is of food and water. Having to do with hyperinflation, all right? So we're going to make it real quick and to the point. This is Acts 11 and 28, all right? And there stood up one of them named Agabus and signified by the Spirit that there should be a great dearth throughout all the world. Okay? Let's look at that in the NIV. One of them named Agabus stood up and through the Spirit predicted that a severe famine would spread over the entire Roman world. Well, this is New Rome, all right? This is the Roman Empire all over again, all right? In other words, the Edomites, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, all right? So the whole world. Let's get another one. And foretold by the Spirit that there would be a great famine over all the world. Okay? Well, here we come. All right? Here we come on that. Matthew 24 and 7. Nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. There will be famines and earthquakes in various places. We're in this time. Nation is rising against nation. All right? The least of the flock is drawing them out right now. The Most High is mustering the host of the battle in the valley of Yahweh Shaphat right now. All right? And the prices of everything, we're experiencing hyperinflation right now. Look at your gas right now. Look at your gas prices fly up, and they're not going to stop. It's not going to turn around this time. Somebody's not going to come in and save the gas prices. The last person that brought them low was DJ Trump. He's gone. You know what Biden is about to do. All right? All right, so let's watch. This is Epic Economist channel. May 6th, which was yesterday. All right? And the title is, What Will You Do When Inflation Forces U.S. households to spend 40% of their incomes on food? All right, supposing that you have an income. All right. Now, yeah, they got stimulus, they got unemployment, right? They're feeding you right now. All they got to do is take that away. You have no income. The price of bread is going to be $40 a loaf. All right. And that famine is going to strike. And with that famine comes what? Comes looting, stealing, killing, eating your children. All right. So let's watch this.
Over the past 12 months, U.S. consumers have been seeing shocking price increases at grocery stores. Some staples shot up by almost 150%. Several others are still facing shortages due to the latest supply chain disruptions. But experts are warning that this is just the beginning.
And that supply chain thing, the whole thing is orchestrated, first of all. All right? This thing is pre-planned. All right? Matter of fact, I'll show you that that's the actual picture title of this video. It's a pre-planned famine.
The real problem actually goes much deeper than supply and demand imbalances. Rising prices are likely to persist throughout the whole year and well into 2022, as the United States economy starts to feel the impacts of inflation. So, if you think things are already complicated at this point, Get ready to see prices go on meteoric rises because from now on, it's only going to get worse. As food becomes increasingly expensive, Americans are forced to spend a larger share of their income just to ensure they have the same essentials before.
So you're going to have to choose between heat and food, rent and food. Okay? And they will be putting you out of your house. Okay? That's all in the scriptures. All right? And none of these shall fail. What the prophecies, all right?
Health crisis began, consumers used to spend nearly 10% of their disposable personal incomes on groceries. According to data released by USDA in 2019, Americans spent 9.5% of their income on food, divided between food at home, representing 4.9%, and food away from home, 4.6%. However, data shows that when economic divisions are considered, Americans at the very bottom of the economic food chain spent significantly more than those at the top. In 2019, low income households spent an average of $4,400 on food, which accounts for 36% of their income, while the highest income households spend an average of $13,987 on food.
And it doesn't matter. The famine is going to affect everybody no matter how much money you have. Because if you have money and you have food and other people don't, where do you think they're going to get it? So it's going to affect everybody. Doesn't matter how much security you think you have. All right? Doesn't matter how much guns and ammo that you have. People, in order, is going to be a fight or flight. It's going to be a life or death situation. And you ain't going to be able to keep them all out. All right? Hordes of hungry people. All right? Desperate and destined to do whatever they have to do to get what you got. Okay?
But that only represents 8% of their income. It is safe to say that those numbers are notably higher today. Economists are predicting that the percentage of disposable personal income that the average U.S. household spent on food in 2020 will near 40%, but official numbers from 2020 haven't been released yet. In any case, that would imply that for poor households, that percentage could be well over 50%, which means that millions of Americans are spending more than half of their income just to feed themselves. And now that inflation has been on an upward climb, rising food costs will likely slice an even larger share of people's budgets. A recent Bloomberg article reported that over the past 12 months, the price of corn jumped roughly 142% to $7.56 per bushel. That's the highest price seen in 8 years for the crop. Amongst the main drivers to this dramatic surge are a devastating drought in Brazil, which has decimated corn crops, and at the same time, an increased demand for grains in China is adding more pressure on global suppliers.
And right now, they're pushing this whole drought thing. All right? Oh, here comes the drought in the summer. Right? Uh, Bill Gates of hell is buying up all the farmland where the aquifers are and is about to divert a bunch of water and say that they're going to create a drought. They're going to create a famine. All right? This is part of this devil's plan. All right? And the Most High is pulling the puppet strings. All right?
Cool.
Salakia.
Did you know that?
We'll watch a little bit more of this and then we'll get the precepts.
According to Paris-based advisor Agritel, the situation is critical in Brazil. This should further strain the global balance sheet, while the U.S. will have to partly compensate for the drop in South American exports.
Okay, and that's the tribes, right? Being attacked. All right, this is a warfare. This is asymmetric warfare. You take away that food, that army can't fight. All right, you'll have them down there eating each other.
Riddle added. Rising corn prices have also had a big impact on the number of corn-based goods, whose supply has become quite scarce in recent days, while costs remarkably soared. Additionally, new shortages of chicken, dairy products, and pork have resulted in a price increase of 10% just in March for pork chops and chicken breasts, while eggs and cheese went up by 6% last month alone.
Okay, and the new mantra out there ain't no more chicken. All right. What the hell is that? What is that code for? There ain't no more chicken says we're about to starve you niggas out. There ain't no more chicken. No more chicken sandwiches at Popeyes. All right. You niggas are about to get starved out. That's code. All right.
In other sectors of the economy, inflation levels may not appear as alarming to consumers just yet, but the truth is that by
Just yet.
looking at all consumer goods as a whole, the latest inflation data in the Consumer Price Index from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics indicates the largest month to month increase in almost 9 years.
Okay. And so what do you do about that, Devil? Do you correct it? How do you correct it? All right. What did Joseph do in Egypt? How was he able? What plan? I'm sure there's a plan. There's an Israelite out there somewhere with a plan to get through all of that, right? Nope, not this time. The Most High is going to destroy this whole system. All right, so let's get some precepts here. Let's go to Second Esdras here. There's a one I want to get for sure. It's in 15. Let's see, because it speaks about how it's going to be crazy out there because of the bread, right here. All right. Let's see. We'll start right here. Because there's going to be a climate of fear out there about famine, okay? And just perilous times. Second Esdras 15 and 18. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, you get thrown out of your path, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods, that means to steal them, because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. All right. Why are they going to steal? You're going to go next door with your gun. Here's your gun, your sword. You're going to steal, which is to spoil, your goods, right? Your food stock. Why? Because we're over here starving from this famine. And for great tribulation, it's going to be crazy. Perilous times. All right, let's get some more. All right, and this is only for some of us. Okay, Revelation. Because some of us are going to be protected. Some of us are going to eat regardless. It's Revelation 6. Revelation 6 and 8. All right. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him. And power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth to kill with sword. Here's what's coming: to kill with sword and with hunger. That's that famine. And with death and with beasts of the earth. All right, here's what we're looking at: killing with, there's your guns. And here's that famine being used as a weapon and with hunger. Okay? So this is all planned. All right? Now, some of us are not going to be touched by it. Okay, let's get that real quick, and then we'll go ahead and close the song. All right, so you got to stay in this. You got to stay in His Word in order to be delivered from this. All right. This is Psalm 37 and 19. Start at 18. The Lord knoweth the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever. Let's talk about the elect. They shall not be ashamed in the evil time. What? Bad times. Eve, ill. Right? The bad time is here. And in the days of famine, here we are. And in the days of famine, they shall be satisfied. Who? The elect. All right? The upright. All right? Let's get some more. This is Job. Job 5 and 20. Start at 19. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. All right? In 7 shall no evil touch thee. Not even famine is going to affect you. You're going to watch other people die and eat their children, and you're going to be protected under the wing of the Most High. All right? All right, so that's the good news. Yeah, the famine is here. Here comes the famine of the word. And those that didn't, take heed to the clarion call, to the trumpet, you're going to get caught out there. It's going to be long days and lonely nights. Okay, let's get a couple more. Let's get Proverbs. You got to have that balance, okay? The good with the bad. Proverbs 10 and 3. The Lord will not suffer the soul of the righteous to famish, but he casteth away the substance of the wicked. You wicked MFers are going to be hungry in that day. All right? We won't get into the eating of children. We'll just get the classic in Isaiah 63, 65. Isaiah 65:13. We will start at 12. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter, because when I called ye did not answer, when I spake ye did not hear, but did evil before my eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. All right? We can go down, but the point has been made. So with that, all right, stay in His Word, stay prayed up. You know the drill. All right? A great faith is going to be required. So with that, I hope that the elect were edified, and we're going to say shalom.